Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global TV. Coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja, I am Jumai Manson. Now, a quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Now the news info. Vice President Kashim Shettima has departed Abuja for Addis Ababa's Ethiopia to attend the second United Nations Food Systems Summit scheduled from July 27th to 29th. The summit brings together global leaders to assess progress since 2021 and strengthen efforts towards resilient, inclusive and sustainable food system. Shettima will join high-level discussions on food security, agriculture, innovation and responsible investment before returning to Nigeria at the summit's end. Opposition politicians under the platform of the National Political Consultative Forum met in Abuja to strategize on issues bordering northern Nigeria and how to chart a way forward. Obong Osoro has the details.
Opposition politicians backing the recently adopted coalition party, the African Democratic Congress (ADC), met in Abuja to discuss issues affecting northern Nigeria and proffer solutions. Delivering the keynote address on the theme Unity and Social Cohesion as a panacea to the challenges facing northern Nigeria, former President of the Senate and Chairman of the African Democratic Congress, David Mark, stressed that northern Nigeria is facing insecurity, poverty, and economic depreciation. He therefore advocated fairness in appointments and resource allocations as measures to address the issues in the north.
We are confronted with deep-seated challenges of insecurity, poverty, ethnic and religious tensions, political fragmentation, social and economic stagnation. These challenges did not develop overnight, nor will they disappear until we resolve to take deliberate, collective, decisive actions.
Also speaking, the Publicity Secretary of the African Democratic Congress, Bolaji Abdullahi, says the party is set to rescue Nigeria and emphasized that the party has not endorsed any aspirant and has no favorite candidate in mind, adding that the ADC is here to stay.
When we started, they said it's dead on arrival, right? Now they have given us 6 months lifespan. After 6 months, they were extending because the coalition is a coalition of Nigerians. It's a coalition that represents the desired interest of Nigerians.
The African Democratic Congress ADC is still in a building phase. However, the party may play a crucial role in determining who becomes or does not become Nigeria's leader in 2027. Ubong Usoro for Global TV.
Minister of Marine and Blue Economy and former Osun State Governor Adegboyega Oyetola has ruled himself out of the 2026 governorship contest. Speaking at an APC stakeholders meeting in Osogbo, Oyetola says his priority is the party's unity and winning back the state, not personal ambition. His withdrawal narrows the race to the remaining aspirants just over a year to the election scheduled for August 7, 2026. States in Nigeria's northwest region, including Kano, Katsina, and Jigawa, have opposed granting voting rights to Nigerians in the diaspora during the ongoing 1999 Constitution Amendment hearing in Kano. Led by Deputy President of the Senate, Barau Jibrin, state representatives instead voiced support for local government autonomy, state police, and the creation of new states. Jigawa advocated for Hadeja State, which Kano proposed Giri, Antigua, Bayadija, and Karadua State. They also backed enhanced roles for traditional rulers and legislative representatives for all local government areas. The lingering leadership crisis rocking the Social Democratic Party, SDP, has taken a dramatic turn as the party's National Executive Committee has dissolved the rival factions led by Shehu Gaban and Dr. Olu Ogunloye. A new leadership headed by Adamu Modibo has now taken over the party's reins. Anete Patrick reports.
At an emergency National Executive Committee meeting held in Abuja, 23 state chairmen, including the FCT, endorsed the formation of a new National Working Committee. Adamu Modibo was announced as acting national chairman, replacing Gabam, while other positions were filled, including Ibrahim Mohammed Biu, who now serves as Financial Secretary.
I spoken the mind of all the NEC members. Yes. So is that the position of all the delegates in this NEC meeting? Yes. So,
the Financial Secretary, Ibrahim Mohammed Bill, says the party has been plagued by internal wrangling. A group loyal to the National Secretary, Agunloye, had suspended Chairman Gabam over allegations of financial misconduct claims, leading to a standoff that split the party.
All other actions instituted by the former NWC members of the two factions are hereby stepped aside.
The new leadership says the crisis undermined the party's progress and its rising profile among Nigerians, including interest from prominent politicians. But the outest National Secretary, Dr. Olu Agunloye, has rejected the NEC meeting, describing it as illegal and unrecognized by the party's constitution. In a statement, he warned members to steer clear or risk sanctions. Annie T. Patrick, Global Television News.
Medical doctors under the Lagos State government have declared a 3-day warning strike starting Monday, July 28th, over unlawful salary deductions. Dr. Japhet Olubogi, chairman of the Medical Guild, cited repeated violations of agreement by the Treasury Office. The union is demanding reversal of deductions and payment of 12-month arrears to consultants. Over 385 doctors ratified the decision and issued a 21-day ultimatum for a full resolution. Anambra State has again raided a baby-making facility previously shut in February. The illegal operation in Umaya, Onyi local government area linked to a self-acclaimed Delta-based doctor, Odili Osai, was discovered trafficking girls aged 15 to 21. Health Commissioner Dr. Afam Obidike said suspects were arrested and investigations launched. He described the raid as a major step in combating trafficking and gender-based violence in the state. Now, as the rainy season continues across Nigeria, many workers are finding it increasingly difficult to get to their workplaces on time due to flooding, traffic congestion, and transportation delays. Residents say while the rain brings relief from the heat and support agriculture, they also expose the country's poor infrastructure and lack of emergency preparedness. Obong Osoro tells us more.
The return of the rainy season in Nigeria is a mixed blessing. While farmers welcome the showers, urban dwellers, especially office workers, are left to battle flooded streets, impassable roads, and long waits for transportation. For many, the struggle begins before sunrise.
It's not easy at all to get to work. Even though you have umbrella, it's not still easy. So we find it difficult. To me, I think what they can do is that maybe if they can provide this transportation, these buses.
Especially places like Masaka, we have some error places there that don't have good road. So we workers, if we want to come out, if there is road, the road is very good. So we can be able to come out because of the vehicles.
Some Nigerians suggested companies should provide transport logistics allowance for its coming as a result of the rains.
May not worry them. If rain they fall like this, if rain they fall from one place, may they just cool down for the staff. Maybe just come down. If no come work, you gonna say okay, this one no come work. Rain no fall, no come work. But when I say they still they come work, you know say now rain just delay.
It's not been easy. If the management can consider the staff, if they don't have the capacity to provide the staff with a bus, I think if there's a way they can give little time, if parental in the workplace they are giving them 8 o'clock as a resumption time, if they can be given 15 more minutes as a chance for late coming.
As the rains persist, Nigerian workers are forced to make difficult adjustments, leaving home earlier, spending more on transport, and enduring unsafe conditions. The season, though essential for the country's ecosystem, continues to reveal major gaps in infrastructure and urban planning. Ubon Usoro for Global Television.
Boat accident has claimed the lives of 25 passengers, including a family of 10 in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. The victims were en route to Zuba Market when their boat struck a log and capsized. Rescuers cited violent tides as hampering recovery efforts. Niger State Emergency Management Agency's Ibrahim Audu Saini confirmed the incident and said further details were being gathered. You are watching the live broadcast of News Cycle. When News Cycle returns, Chess promotes early mental development in children. Details coming shortly, plus business and foreign stories on the other side of this break. Please stay with us. You're welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, this is News Cycle on Global Television. Thank you for staying with us. In business now, a proposal to establish a new agency that will oversee the decommissioning of oil and gas installations in Nigeria has sparked debate among stakeholders in the sector. While lawmakers say the move is necessary to protect the environment and host communities, regulators believe existing frameworks are sufficient. Our correspondent, Anete Patrick, tells us more. We apologize. That report will be brought in a subsequent bulletin. The House of Representatives Committee on Renewable Energy has raised alarm over 50% skill gap in Nigeria's renewable energy workforce. Chairman of the committee, Honorable Afam Ogene, disclosed this during the African Policy Dialogue in Abuja themed Green Jobs and Low Carbon Transition. Our National Assembly correspondent, Anete Patrick, reports.
According to Honorable Ogene, the shortage of skilled technicians and engineers is hindering growth in the sector despite Nigerians' renewable energy potential. He attributed the challenge not just to workforce deficit, but to weak policy frameworks and limited knowledge transfer. Honorable Ogene called on academic institutions to align their curricula with the demands of the green economy, adding that the National Assembly is working to enact effective legislation that supports green job creation, especially for youths and women.
It's good to look at the green jobs, but the green jobs need to be very decent.
Speaker of the House, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, represented by the Deputy Minority Whip, Honorable George Ozodinobi, affirmed the 10th Assembly's commitment to advancing green policies that tackle unemployment and promote clean energy.
We cannot be investing so much money into renewable energy and not turning that into gainful employment for our people.
Also speaking, Victoria Amanya of the Include Knowledge platform stressed the need for inclusive climate policies, warning that without equity, the low carbon transition could favor fossil fuel interest.
A just transition must not only reduce emissions, because if you look at it, what is the measure of Nigeria or Africa's contribution to the emissions? Very minimal and at best insignificant.
Some stakeholders agree that Nigeria stands at a crucial turning point where bold action on renewable energy can unlock jobs, empower communities, and protect the environment. Anete Patrick, Global Television News.
As the prices of goods and services continue to come down, palm oil, which is brought to Kano from the southern part of Nigeria, has reduced significantly. Traders in Kano told our correspondent that although it's raining season, but palm oil, which used to be costly, is gradually coming down. Idris Jibril has the rest of the story.
This is called Galadima Market in Kano. It is from here that palm oil brought from southern Nigeria is distributed to other parts of northern Nigeria. Lately, palm oil has been very expensive in Kano, but with the recent reduction in price of food items across the state, traders say the price of palm oil is significantly coming down. According to traders, the reduction in price of palm oil is attributed to the recent drop in Nigeria's high cost of living, which is why the market forces forced the price to come down. Although there are challenges, which include high cost of transportation and the lack of inadequate capital among these traders, but the traders are hopeful that things will improve in the next coming days. From Kano, Idris Jibrin reporting for Global Television News.
And on the foreign scene now, the European Union and French President Emmanuel Macron has renewed calls for Niger's ruling junta to release disposed President Mohamed Bazoum, detained since July 2023 coup. Despite lifting his presidential immunity, no trial has commenced. The EU welcomed recent prisoner release, but insists Bazoum's continued detention is politically motivated. Israel has announced a daily tactical pause in parts of Gaza to allow humanitarian aid amid worsening hunger. The pause applies to select areas from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. as the military begins airdropping aid. The move, coordinated with UN agencies, aims to counter accusations of using starvation as a weapon in its ongoing conflict with Hamas. At least 6 people have died and more than 10 were left injured following a stampede at the Mansa Dev temple in Hardwar, northern India's Uttarakhand state. The incident occurred during a religious gathering as a large crowd surged on the temple stairway, authorities confirmed. Rescue operations are ongoing, and the state's chief minister, Pushkar Singh Damain, said he is monitoring the situation closely. Stampedes at religious events are common in India. Similar tragedies were recorded earlier this year in Odisha, Goa, and Parugar, which during Hindu festivals. In sports stories now, in a bid to deepen grassroots sports development and raise future grandmasters, young chess enthusiasts gathered in Abuja for the Evolve 2.0 Children Chess Championship. Organizers say the goal is to sharpen critical thinking and build resilience in children. Anita Patrick has the report.
Beyond being a game of strategy, chess is being used to inspire discipline, focus, and life skills in children starting from a young age. The Evolve 2.0 Children Chess Championship, held in Abuja, brought together school pupils competing across 4 categories: under 8, under 10, under 13, and under 16.
You know, chess itself has so many benefits, and some of the benefits is that it helps you improve your critical thinking skills.
Young participants say the game has improved their mental alertness and academic performance. Their passion for chess is evident as they speak on its personal impact.
Chess boosts my mathematics skills, it makes me intelligent, and it makes me do well in my exams.
Chess is a very talented game, and I love it because it makes me think ahead.
It's actually kind of fun, and it makes me think critically.
I like chess again because it's a nice game.
For parents and coaches, the benefits of chess go beyond trophies. They believe the game nurtures discipline and psychological strength.
He chose chess because I noticed his interest in chess, and then it's just okay for me to encourage him because it helps him stay focused.
Coaching kids are challenging and fun at the same time because sometimes they tend to play with everything, but the fun of it is you get to see the child attributes.
With enthusiastic turnouts and outstanding performances across age categories, the championship not only crowned winners but also reaffirmed chess as a vital tool in early childhood development. Anita Patrick, Global Television News.
Speaker Abbas Tajuddin and Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu has congratulated the Super Falcons on their dramatic 3-2 comeback win over Morocco to claim record 10th WAFCON title. Abbas praised the team's patriotism and called for a revival of grassroots sports, while Kalu hailed the victory as a testament to the strength of Nigerian women. Both leaders reaffirmed the National Assembly's commitment to supporting sports development in the country. Now, related development, the National Sports Commission, NSC, has congratulated the Super Falcons on clinching their record 10th WAFCON title after a dramatic 3-2 comeback win over host Morocco. NSC Chairman Shehu Diko and DG Honorable Bukola Olakpade commended the team's resilience and said the performance reflects Nigerians' fighting spirit. They also pledged continued support as the team sets sights on even greater achievements. In a bid to encourage the out-of-school children, the Federal Ministry of Education says it's set to organize federal education sector games in Lafia. The Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, who was represented by Okeyinka Matthew, made this known while addressing journalists in Abuja. Over now to Samuel Odi's report.
The race for glory in school sport is back as the 5th edition of Federal Education Sector Games will kick off in Lafia from August 1st to the 10th of August 2025. The Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, who was represented by Onyeka Matthew, says the Federal Education Sector Games, Fed Game 2025, will draw participants from across Nigeria's federal education agencies to celebrate unity, sportsmanship, and institutional excellence through competitive sports.
Federal Ministry of Education football team, National University Commission football team, TED Fund football team, National Colleges of Education football team, National Library of Nigeria football team, and National Teachers Institute football team. These are the 6 teams that will be featuring in football event aside other sports events that are earlier enumerated.
The chairman of Food Game 2025 Technical Committee, who was represented by the Deputy Chairman, Olapade Suleiman, expressed the importance of fair play and discipline throughout the tournament and also highlighted the role of sport in fostering unity across federal education agencies.
It's going to be counterproductive. The set objective to promote interaction, love among the agency and the ministry will not be attained if some agencies or even the ministry are allowed to feature machinery. You understand?
He further stated that the government of Nasarawa State has provided facilities for all 13 games that athletes will participate in at Food Game 2025. Samuel Odi reporting for Global.
Now that's it on Global TV News Cycle. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen by using @GlobalTVNG. I am Jumai Manson. Thank you for watching. Good evening.